Hello, Dragon Brawlers! Welcome to Players Guild. Today we are talking green, but don't go anywhere. My name is Loki, and I'm joined by Scott.
Don't go anywhere. Like, run away. Is green good yet? We're gonna find out. I mean, it's got my favorite character. Well, one of my favorite characters, Cell, and we had to see all of his forms. Very interesting. Um,
Definitely a
but
very interesting approach to Cell.
yes. And you know who Cell really likes is VaultX. Our affiliate program we have with VaultX is in the description. Use code Players Guild via any of the links. For the UK, it's directly through VaultX. Through America, it is through Amazon. Use code Players Guild. Save yourself 10% on binders, deck boxes, whatever may float your boat. You're a card game player. You're going to need the accessories at some point. Why not save yourself a bit of money and help the channel in the process? Now let's talk about Cell.
So,
Let's talk about Cell.
so here we
Uh,
have a leader that looks yellow-green, but it's actually mono-green.
it really does look yellow green. When I first thought it, I was like, oh, is this another mullicolor? No. When you play it, well, when it's placed in the leader area, play a Ginger Town in your opponent's battle area. That's a bit interesting.
Okay.
Activate main, switches card to rest mode. Place one green android from your hand to the bottom of your deck. Draw two. That's a fine awaken. You're 5k. You're not going to be swinging anyway. But this card can attack, so there's going to be a meme out there somewhere where I swing with Cell.
I
Um,
think the important thing to mention here is Cell is actually an android himself.
that is true. Yes.
So,
When your life is 5 or
yeah.
less, or there is a green cell with an energy cost of 3 in play, play up to 117 and 18, both green, with an energy cost of 2 from your deck to your opponent's battle area. Shuffle your deck, then add cards to go down to 5.
Yeah.
Um, so this is really important, right? Because if you open with those 17 and 18s in hand, there is a way for you to get them back in your deck. I like that
Yes.
it's built into the leader.
Yeah, you just get to put them at the bottom. Also, you play a lot of them, I think. Moving on, we awaken into Cell, the greatest threat to mankind,
Yes.
which awakens into only 10,000 leader, 10,000 power
Yeah,
leader.
it's no right. Leader back's only got 10k. What's that about?
So, permanent, unless there are one or more cards of both 17 and 18, both green and with cost of 2 under this card, you can't activate the awaken, so you need to be able to absorb the other two androids into here before you Z awaken.
Mm-hmm.
Auto once per turn, when you use one of your opponent's battle cards in a combo, this card gets plus 5,000 power until the end of your opponent's turn, which is nice. You get to attack for 15 and be defensive for 15.
Which is the standard for most leaders, but
Yeah, here you need to jump through hoops to be at 15.
typical green.
When this card attacks, you draw one card and choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with cost 3 or less from your drop or your opponent's battle area and place it under this card.
Yeah, so you can get your 17 and 8.
One of your opponent's battle cards
Oh wait, what? Yeah, what the hell?
with cost 3 or less from your drop or opponent's battle area.
I feel like that's wrong. Well, that's another thing that needs to be added. I didn't catch that one. So
I mean, when you read it aloud, it just doesn't sound correct.
no, it doesn't. Uh, I think it's meant to just say
Choose up to one battle card with
they've
cost
put it
3
in
or
twice,
less
haven't they?
from your drop or your opponent's battle area
Yeah,
and absorb it.
yeah. Either way, you're going to absorb the androids you play when you awaken,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, that's one of them. You still need to find a way to absorb the second one or wait a turn.
Mhm. And then next up is
Next one is Cell waiting impatiently. So that's the first The Awakened leader.
mhm.
It
He's
finally hits 15,000 power.
finally he gets to that level of leader ability. One Z energy, one green. Your green cell with an original power of 10k. So obviously on top of first form cell.
So
Um,
before people start asking, no, you cannot Z Awaken on top of an Awakened leader.
no, you have to be awakened leader
Yes.
to Z. Okay, yeah. Z stack 2, green cell leader. That's fine, standard. When this card attacks, draw a card. Standard. If your life is 3 or less, and you play 118 with an energy cost of 2 from under this card into your opponent's battle area, when you take damage from an opponent's attack, place up to one cell about to explode from under this card on top of this card.
That is quite cool.
I like it.
So you need to be fairly low on life, and the attack cannot kill you.
Yes.
Because you need to take the damage. So triple strike is your bane.
Yes, that is
well,
true.
no, actually, if they put you on 3 and attack with a triple strike. No, if they put you to 3, that's when you use the effect because you're already on 3. And that's the moment you can use the effect.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to risk the triple strike.
No.
So, cell about to explode. It's a Z leader with 3 specified. With 3 Z energy cost. Z awaken. Your life is at 1, and on top of green cell. Permanent. This card can't attack. It has 10,000 power only. Permanent. If there is a cell perfect resurrection under this card and your life becomes 0, instead of losing the game, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and unisons other than Earthling tokens. Place them in their drop. Add the top 2 cards of your deck to your life. Then place 1 cell perfect resurrection from under this card on top of this card. This is the first time I think we have you don't lose the game.
This replaces it, right? This is a replacement effect.
This is a replacement effect, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, this is cool. I like this. I like you don't lose.
Yes, it's a replacement effect for trigger of losing the game. But if your opponent doesn't want to activate this skill, that's fine. There's an auto at the beginning of your turn. Add all of your life to your hand.
I like how it's like, oh, okay, I'll just attack into you. Then it's like, no, it's gonna happen anyway.
Yes, I'm going to do it during my turn if I have to.
It's a nuke. It's a nuke.
Yes.
It's a nuke that resets your game. Well, not resets, but gives you 2. If you're like, I don't know how viable it is, but like my mind immediately went to Android 21 with this. The secret rare. So then you'd be like, lol.
Go to 4.
I'm back at 4.
Yeah, that's actually a fair shout.
No, I think the play is Celzina, but yeah, like generally, I think this is one of the coolest cards we've ever seen in the game. I love it. Like,
I think this is really cool.
Let's talk about the card it does mention, which is our actual Z Awakened boss monster, Perfect Resurrection Cell, 3 Z energy, Z Awaken for 2 green. Your life is at 3 or less green cell. So there is ways of using this not from underneath the big boy going boom, which is nice. But most often than not, you're going to use it from underneath the big boy going boom.
Yes.
When this card is placed in your lead area, this card gets 5k for the turn. So, if they're attacking heavily, this is 25.
Yeah. I mean, that big boy heals you to 2 and board wipes, but if they have barrier or indestructible, the cards stay on board, so you still need to be able to defend.
Yeah, exactly right.
And when this card attacks, you draw 1 card and choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it.
Yeah, nice.
Just like that. Then activate battle. Once per turn, activate battle skill on 1 green extra card with both Cell and Kamehameha in its card name without paying its energy cost, and it already has been clarified it's activate from hand.
Yes.
And it also thought it's going to be from the drop, and it's like, no.
No, it's from hand, and it's also been clarified that Cell's after Strike Kamehameha will proc the auto as well.
Yes.
So not only is it plus 15k, it's going to ditch a card from your opponent's hand as well.
I think the most important one is that it just skips that energy cost, and that's the biggest proc. But the hooks you need to go through to get to this leader.
It's a lot. It's a
very, very, very lot.
Yeah.
And the last card we haven't talked about from the setup is not the field card, which is an important one. Ginger Town. So it's one of those extra cards like the Tree of Might. Extra card that exists in the battle area, but it's not a field card.
Yeah.
Because you can't have your opponent playing a field and getting rid of your...
exactly right, because it's, yeah.
So 5-drop 3 specified green. Permanent, if your opponent's leader is a green cell and this card is in your battle area, reminder, you give it to your opponent. Your Earthling tokens can't attack and you can't use your Earthling tokens or green Android 17 or 18 with with energy cost of 2 in a combo. Can't remove your stuff that they give you.
Pretty important.
If it's your opponent's turn and this card is in your battle area, when your opponent plays a mono green cell from their hand, play 2 Earthling tokens, 1000 power, 0 combo cost, 0 combo power from your battle area. I think to your battle area.
Yeah, again, it's another card that needs a ride.
And your opponent can't activate extras with a counter skill for the duration of the game. So only counter skills you get are battle cards or unisons. But that takes away so many good pieces for green.
Literally, like
deflecting Kamehameha, shocking death ball, dormant potential. Even now, not hidden power of the Saiyans. What's the other one? Preemptive strike. There's tons of good extra cards with counter skills that you can't use.
It's a real kick in the teeth to this deck and this strategy. My mind is like half set on just not playing Ginger Town. But then you kind of like open the board for them comboing off their pieces, right? Exactly. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it more when we get to the counter attack. The counter.
Yeah, the Z battle card, because we do have one.
Oh yes, the greedy absorption.
Yes, we do.
So 1 drop, 2 Z energy. If this card is in a Z deck, you may play it without paying the Z energy cost by switching 2 of your opponent's Earthling tokens to rest mode instead. So that's really nice. You still have to pay your 1 green green energy though.
And that's fine. The problem is Ginger Town is not going to give you more tokens when you play this because it's not played from hand. I think that's the saddest bit about this.
That is true. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 of your opponent's Earthling cards with an energy cost of 1 or 1 Earthling token in a combo. Put it in your combo area. If you do, this card gets 5k, so it becomes it doesn't become a 10k because the token doesn't have a combo power, but you can steal Earthlings, which I think is very interesting.
I don't know. This card becomes 10k until the end of your opponent's turn if you combo.
Yeah.
Doesn't become.
Yeah, you don't gain the combo power.
You don't get
like from the thing.
The token doesn't have a combo power now.
Yeah, exactly. But you can also
combo
steal
Earthlings, yeah.
Yeah, you can steal Earthlings, which I think is very interesting.
It's definitely going to be matchup heavy, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like Android 20. 21, sorry. Android 21.
And then activate main. If your leader is a green cell and you choose a total of 2 or more of your opponent's Earthling cards with an energy cost of 1 or Earthling tokens, remove them from the game. This card gains plus 10k for the turn.
Okay.
So 20k swinging, it's pretty good.
You can remove any amount of cards, so they can't really commit too much of the 1-drop. So Bulma would be very unhappy to play against Cell.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And yeah, being 20k 20k offensive and then 10k defensive, it's alright.
Yeah, so the main thing I'm getting at with this is like this hits hybrid Saiyans.
Yes, it does. That's a fair shout, but only hits. Well, the attack trigger hits any without barrier. The activate main only hits 1-drops.
That's true.
Moving on, we have Cell giving into despair. That's a counter attack. So 4-drop, 15,000 power, counter attack, limit 1, negate the attack and play this card. And then permanent, if your leader is a green cell, Z leader specifically, you may activate the counter skill of this card in your hand without paying its cost by removing 2 of your opponent's Earthling tokens from the game instead. I mean, this is going to create another 2 tokens, so I don't see a problem with that.
No, I think this is fine.
And then when this card is KO'd, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with cost of 5 or less and KO it. That's fine.
Yep. Except this is the only negate we have. No, nothing else. No counterplays. No nothing. It's not a floodgate.
Seriously.
This is it. This is all we have right now.
There's not even a unison for this deck, is there?
No.
So you don't have a generic access to charismatic villain?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, it feels bad. Feels bad.
Okay. Moving on. Android 18 and Crouching Hand of Evil. If your opponent's leader is Green Cell, when she's played, your opponent draws a card. So this is what you play with your Awaken, right?
Yep, and then 17 discards a card from your hand.
Yeah.
So it's essentially draw 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like it's fine. They're there for what they do. They, like what more can we say about them?
But you do need to have Ginger Town for that, because otherwise they're very easy to just combo off.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about
Cell Chrysalis form.
Yeah, I love this Cocoon version of Cell. It's like so cool, and it's like it doesn't get enough love.
Yes, the original version of Cell had this was a field, wasn't it?
Yes.
Birth.
Yeah. Wait, was it a field or was it just an extra card?
That was a field.
Ah, okay. But yeah, Cell's Chrysalis form is a 1k power. When this card is played, draw a card. Auto limit one green. If your leader is Green Cell Z leader and you remove one of your opponent's airplane tokens from the game, when this card is used in a combo, play up to 1 Green Cell with an energy cost of 3 and 10k power from your deck and then shuffle your deck. Why do you have to be a Z leader?
Because this is what's required for this. I mean, it's weird. So Z leader, the earliest you can do, I think, is turn 3, because you need to attack twice to absorb the 2 androids.
It's weird. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Why does it need to only tutor a card cell with 3 cost and 10k power? Why can't it just be a 3 cost and tutor the limited original free drop?
No, none of that degenerate shit. No.
But it only goes into 5 drop.
That's true. Still, I don't know. Part of me thinks this is just meant to be a Cell Green leader, because I don't understand why you have to be a Z leader before you start getting this effect. Like, it's to start a chain, but
it's supposed to be a start of a chain, right?
Yeah, so I don't know whether it is just an error that it shouldn't be a Z leader. It should just be if your leader is a Green Cell.
I think because the setup for the whole gimmick is to be a Z leader, isn't it? Because we go back to the front of the. You need to have a Green Cell with cost of 3 in play. Oh wait, that's annoying. Because this one is the one that plays the free drop. Okay, I'm confused about this.
Yeah.
Because this is what plays the free drop.
So this is the cantrip. The Cell's Bear for Vermin is the top 5. They do the same thing, but they both require a Z leader, so I still don't like why. Let us know in the comments below if you know. It's frustrating. Then let's talk about the free drops, I guess.
Yeah. Sand Absorption is a free drop, 10,000 power. When he attacks, you use up to 1 of your opponent's Earthlink cards with cost of 1 or 1 Earthlink token in a combo. In your combo area, okay. If you do this, this card gains 10,000 power until the end of your opponent's turn, so it becomes 20k.
It's nice. Nice stat line.
Activate main, limit 1, pay 1 green, choose 1 of your opponent's Earthlink tokens and switch it to rest mode. Play this card from your hand. So you rest that Earthlink token rather than remove it. So that would be all fine, but you need to play a Cell from hand before they get Earthlink tokens. So you need to play a Cell before they get a Cell. That's weird. Activate main once per turn. If this card power is 20,000 or more, choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards with cost 5 or less and KO it. I love this effect. Because this forces you to attack.
Yes.
To
yes,
do
you're
what
right.
the card wants. I still don't understand that how you play it. So here we have a free drop Namekian Absorption.
I love the artwork on this one.
Yeah.
I love the Cell's tail when it's like covered in goop.
So, permanent, if this card power is 15,000 or more, it can't be KO'd once per turn. It has Deflect. When it attacks, choose up to 1 of your opponent's Earthlink cards with cost of 1 or less. We've seen that. But this one only gets 5,000 power. And it plays itself in exactly the same way. rest one of your opponent's Earthling cards. So what, you need to hard cast the Cell from hand to give your opponent a 2 Earthlings tokens to then next turn be able to play a free drop. So you need to draw both of them. A 1 drop and a free drop. Okay, moving on. A 6 drop, Cell, Pursuit of Despair. Do you want to take this one?
Do I have to? 6 drop, 2 specified green, 30k power, double strike. When this card is played from your hand, play up to 2 Cell Junior tokens, 10k, 0 combo, 5k power, combo power. And those cards get plus 5k for the turn, so they become 15k's for the turn. That's fine, it's whatever. Activate main, limit 2, limit 1, pay 2 green. If your leader is green and your opponent has 3 more energy, play it from your hand. That's fine. Activate main if your opponent has, if you or your opponent removes 1 token with a combo power from the game, remove 2 marks from an opponent's unison. That's fine. What is it doing in this deck?
I don't understand that last activate main.
So you remove a token.
No, if
to
you
remove
or your
2
opponent removes a token, that sounds like a trigger for an auto not activate main.
Oh, I think it's written wrong, but you know, I don't know. Well, we can't really comment until we see the freaking errata list because it's gonna be long.
There's
It's gonna be long.
so many, but yeah, I understand this. This seems like a card that should have existed in set 2 for Cell.
Yeah, or just go with the yellow one. Like, it's just frustrating. I'm like, this should not have got the SR slot here. I don't think.
No, it
Like,
doesn't feel like
I
it.
understand why it's an SR. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think it's a fine SR, like removed, but in terms of it does not help this deck in any way, shape, or form.
It's not a boss for this deck. Does this deck not have a boss?
No.
Oh look, we have another free drop. Preparing a plan. Free drop, barrier, 10,000 power. Permanent. Add one combo cost and energy cost to your opponent's Android 17 and 18 with cost of 2. And you may use them from your opponent's battle area when choosing battle cards with the successor skill cost of a Cell in your hand.
So success and support, which is interesting because I'm like, well, so this is what I'm saying, right? We don't have a boss monster yet. I'm hoping
It's a successor.
It's a green super rare with successor, green yellow multicolor super combo with not super rare with successor because Cell does only get 1 SR, which most cards have got. Most decks have got 2.
Yeah.
So there's copium. There's so much copium, or it's promo, but then I'm pissed because I don't like promos being relevant for the deck. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader is a green Cell with 15k power or more, play this card from your hand, play up to 117 and 18, both green, when it's cost of 2 or less from your deck, or drop into your opponent's battle area with the skills negated, shuffle the deck if you don't through them. So you don't get the awaken effect, but again, if you need to get more of them underneath,
No, this is okay. I'll put it this way: it's spend 1, get 9 cost.
Yeah, because of the successor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can live with that, but it's just it feels so. You know what? You know in what deck this card is better?
Android 13.
No, because you need to have a Cell leader.
Uh.
In the original Cell leader. The set 2 Cell leader, because it has 15k without jumping through hoops.
Not the reboot version?
Oh, it's the reboot version. Sure.
Yeah, the ultimate deck version.
Let it be even the reboot version. It gets to 15k without jumping through hoops. And then you have a 1 energy successor enabler. And now watch them, the successor being like 10 or 11.
Yeah, probably. We do have a few more little cards to wrap up here. So we got Spy Robot, which I think is hilariously cute.
Yes.
Collecting cells. What?
Yes, it is cute.
Yeah. I want as many copies as I can get of this in foil because it's just cool. Activate main. It's got 1 power. If your leader is a green Cell and you choose 1 keyword, I'm surprised it didn't ask me if my leader is a green Z leader for Cell.
Mm.
And you choose one keyword on one battle card when it costs 4 or less in your opponent's battle area or drop. Choose up to one green cell with an energy cost of 3 or less, and that card gets the keyword for the turn, which I think is a cool and cute effect.
Yeah, okay. So you can get like barrier.
You can get double strike. You can get lots of things.
Yeah. Because it's
Depends on your
choosing
deck
a
again.
keyword, so you can actually go around barrier and just give your stuff barrier.
Yeah, true. Yeah. It's a cute card. It's a cute card. Like, it's cute.
It's better than it has any right to be for this deck.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. I'll give you that. And then finally, I think it's Cell Power Kamehameha,
Yeah.
right?
Full power Kamehameha.
Which you get to use for free.
If your leader is a green cell Z leader, draw a card, then choose one. Choose up to one of your green cell cards, and it gets 15,000 power for the battle. Choose up to one keyword skill on one of your opponent's battle cards and negate that skill for the turn. If it's your turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it.
Yeah. Doesn't make up for the lack of not having counters in the deck, does it?
No.
No.
And also the Earth Destroying is better.
Oh, Earth Destroying is way better.
Because it does two things for one cost. This one does one of those things for one cost.
I mean, to be fair, you do get to replace it, though.
Yes. Hopefully find the better cards in your deck.
It's just such a shame. I think that's my biggest thing with this deck. Like, I love the theme, I love everything about it, but it, like I said, the only way it seems right now, unless we're really wrong, is that the only way to get Android 17 and 18 is to swing twice.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
turn
bad.
3 Awaken with all the other leaders we've seen being turn 2. Consistently.
Yeah. And it's not an Awaken, it's a Z Awaken. Like, you're literally going to just get stomped until you get to that point.
Yeah.
Which is probably why the About to Explode exists.
But it also doesn't have a boss. It needs to have a 9-drop successor cell.
Yeah, I agree. Which is why I say Cell Xeno is probably the way to go for this deck, just to finish it off.
And it needs some counters. I have a feeling we might see some counters in multicolor as well.
That's some Kerp, man. That's some Kerpium right there.
Let me dream.
I want to be there with you. I want to be there with you, but
a multicolor counter that is played by sacrificing your opponent's Earthling tokens.
But yeah, even then, right? Generate, like, how are you meant to generate token? Like, it's just
because you play that counter and you give them 2 tokens.
Okay, I get you.
You quite literally need to play a 1-drop cell from your hand. You know, one of those that you combo off later on. To give them tokens. Because that's the only way you give them tokens.
Yeah, true. I could admit, yeah. So you got to play the cantrip or the searcher, right?
And you need to run 8 of them, 4 of each, because you.
But then
need
you
to
still
see
got to be a
them.
green Z. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why have to be a Z leader?
It's so convoluted because you need to be perfect cell. Probably is the thinking.
Maybe look, right. I want to say it's fun, but it's like there's so many hoops you have to jump through to actually get it to work. It's a deck I'm going to play with because I actually am genuinely interested in the concept of it. I think it's a fun concept. I don't think it's executed very well. I think the Z leader that goes boom is one of my favorite cards ever made in this game, which is weird. This is what makes this deck so frustrating.
Yeah, the beginning was absolutely amazing. The leaders, they're a bit but give them good support and it would be fine.
Well, you know what else had Z leaders what was really fun? Super 17. The Z leaders themselves were a bit meh, but when you comboed with them, it was super fun.
Yeah, when we were playing around, they were actually fun to play with.
Yeah, and I imagine it's the same thing here, except it's freaking convoluted. I get it, right? The Cell Absorb 17 and 18. I get it, guys. I get where they're coming from. But my God, like, if there's not a promo that makes this easier, it's going to be such a nightmare. Like, there needs to be something that makes it like that you can Z Awaken turn 2. Because your Z Awaken, you're only going into a 15k.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fine, I guess, and that's me being generous. And it just adds to the meme that green is bad. Except we've seen some nice green cards actually, so maybe not as bad as everyone thinks. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this, guys. Are we missing something really obvious here? We might be, but that's the point, right? We make mistakes. You guys correct us. Let us know in the comments below. What do you make of Cell? Are you excited to play with it? Like, I want to be excited to play with it. It just seems really bad. Um, I got nothing else. Loki, anything?
I love me green. I love me androids. You know I love the androids.
I do know you love your androids, yeah.
I've seen the first set of spoilers for Cell, and then I just hope it's going to get a bit better. Here's Copium. Multicolors should be next week.
Yeah, multicolors, promos, something's got to give.
Something. Secret.
Something.
I will take a
Oh
secret.
God, no! No, do not give me a secret rare for this deck. Holy crap! No, no, no! Do not do that, Bandai. The secret needs to be for Gohan. Get out of here. Do not even put them giving a Cell secret rare in the set. No. I can't handle that.
This deck needs one playable card.
No! It has Cell Xena. Leave it alone. It has Cell Max. Like, it has 2 Cell secret rares. It doesn't need a third.
Yes, it does. This deck does.
Unless it's Fat Exploding Cell, then I'll give you it. But yeah, guys, we've been Players Guild. Scott Seven, joined by Lucky Smith. Check out the description to save yourself some money on Vault X products, and we'll see you next time.